Please, human, help. My mother fell into your trap," the alien girl pleaded tearfully. The corridors of the research station hummed with an eerie metallic resonance, each step echoing off the walls in rhythmic dissonance. Dr. Nathan Hale, a human xenobiologist, adjusted his utility belt and peered through the reinforced glass of the containment bay. He had been here for months, studying alien species from distant worlds, yet nothing had prepared him for the plea that now pierced his careful detachment. "Please, human, help. My mother fell into your trap." Nathan spun around to see a small figure standing at the edge of the corridor. Her skin shimmered like liquid opal, catching the fluorescent light in a kaleidoscope of colors. Large, luminous eyes brimmed with tears, and her delicate hands trembled as she clutched the railing. I don't understand," Nathan said cautiously, raising a hand. "Who are you?" "My name is Lyra," the girl whispered, her voice a fragile melody that seemed almost unnatural. "And the being you captured, my mother, is sacred to our people. You've trapped her in the energy field." Nathan's mind raced. The energy field was a standard containment measure, designed to immobilize creatures without causing harm. But the sheer desperation in Lyra's voice made him pause. He had studied alien biology, but he had never encountered a species so clearly bonded to one another in such a profound, emotional way. "Show me," he said finally, signaling her to follow. Lyra led him through narrow corridors that twisted and turned like the roots of an ancient tree. Each step she took made him aware of the delicate grace in her movements, the way her bioluminescent patterns shifted with emotion. Finally they arrived at the containment bay. Inside, a creature floated mid-air, suspended by the shimmering field. It resembled Lyra, a taller, more imposing form, her eyes closed as if in meditation, yet her body quivered slightly. "Mother!" Lyra gasped, running to the edge of the field. Her hands reached out, but the energy repelled her. "Please, please, human, you have to release her." Nathan knelt beside the control panel, his fingers hovering over the interface. "I can release her," he said slowly. "But I need to understand what happened. Why is this field affecting her?" Lyra's eyes were pleading. "The energy, it reacts to fear, anger, and sorrow. Mother was trying to protect me. She saw your lights, your traps, and she thought I was in danger. That's why she approached. It was instinct." Nathan studied her carefully, then adjusted a few parameters on the panel. "If I deactivate the field too quickly, it could shock her system. I need to do this gradually." Lyra nodded, biting her lip to hold back a sob. "Do whatever you must, human. But please hurry." He initiated the slow deactivation sequence, watching the energy barriers shimmer and fade. The mother alien's body sagged as if releasing years of tension in one breath. She opened her eyes, wide and luminous, and for a moment, the station seemed to hold its collective breath. Lyra's tears streamed freely as she whispered, "Mother!" She stepped closer, and her mother lowered her head in recognition, wrapping her elongated arms around Lyra. The human watched in awe as an unspoken conversation passed between them, an exchange of memories, emotions, and unbreakable bonds. Nathan finally allowed himself a breath of relief. "She's stable," he said quietly. "But why did she come here? Your species seems intelligent, capable of understanding danger." Lyra's gaze fell. "We are, but she is also protective. The humans on the neighboring station had been experimenting with our environment. Mother feared for me, so she followed the trail into your lab." Nathan frowned. "Experimenting? What exactly were they doing?" "They sought to harvest our bioluminescent energy," Lyra explained. "It powers our ships, our habitats. If it falls into human hands unchecked, it could destroy our way of life. The weight of her words settled in the room like a storm. Nathan had been cautious in his research, careful not to harm any sentient life. But the realization that other humans had endangered these creatures made his stomach twist. He turned back to the mother alien. "We need to ensure your safety. And yours, Lyra. I can protect you while we figure this out." Lyra nodded, hope flickering in her glowing eyes. "You would do that for us?" Nathan smiled faintly. "I study life. Protecting it. That's part of the job." Together, they moved away from the containment field. Nathan's mind raced, not just with protocols and procedures, but with the weight of responsibility. Lyra's mother hovered protectively near her daughter, and Nathan felt a strange warmth in the presence of these alien beings, an understanding that life in any form deserved compassion. Suddenly, a soft chime sounded from the station's main terminal. Nathan approached and read the alert. The neighboring station had detected unauthorized activity and was sending a retrieval team. He knew they had only minutes. "We need to leave," Nathan said urgently. Lyra's eyes widened. "Leave? Where?" she asked. "Somewhere safe. Somewhere they cannot follow," he replied. Without hesitation, he activated a small shuttle tucked in a maintenance bay. Lyra's mother looked at him with a mix of suspicion and trust, then nodded. Lyra climbed aboard, clutching Nathan's arm briefly. "Thank you," she whispered. The shuttle launched into the star-speckled void. The human pilot and the two alien passengers watched as the planet receded below them, the station a tiny glimmer against the black expanse. Lyra's mother turned to Nathan, her voice resonant in his mind, a form of telepathy unique to her species. "You saved us. You're not like the others." Nathan swallowed hard. "We'll make sure they're never in danger again," he promised. Lyra leaned against her mother, exhausted but relieved. "I knew someone human could understand," she murmured. As the shuttle streaked toward safety, Nathan looked out the viewport at the distant stars. He realized then that the universe was full of surprises, full of life that defied comprehension. And sometimes to protect that life one had to act not as a scientist, but as a human, with courage, compassion, and the willingness to trust. For Lyra, for her mother, and for all the worlds yet to come, he had chosen to stand on the side of life. And that choice, he knew, would never be forgotten. Nathan initiated the slow deactivation of the energy field. The shimmering barriers wavered and faded, and Lyra's mother sagged as if a great weight had been lifted. Her eyes opened, glowing softly, and she immediately recognized her daughter. Lyra ran forward, tears streaming, and wrapped herself in her mother's protective embrace. For a moment, words weren't needed. Memories, emotions, and unspoken reassurances passed between them, a bond deeper than any human could comprehend. Nathan watched quietly, feeling the fragile beauty of their connection. "Why did she come here?" he asked Lyra softly. "They feared for me," she whispered. "My mother thought the humans were a threat. She followed me into danger to keep me safe." Suddenly, the station's alert system chimed. An unauthorized retrieval team was on its way. Nathan knew they had only minutes. "We need to leave. Now," he said urgently. Lyra nodded, and together they moved to a hidden shuttle.